I was 18 years old when I went down to Dublin with a fistful of money and a cartload of dreams. Take your time, said me father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all's not what it seems to be. For those fellas who'll cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, me old bucko, and bide yourself well. Won't you bring this wee note to me brother? At the time Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn. Me father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send a lad over, the old fella said wouldn't do any harm. For I spent me life a-working this dirty old ground for a few pints of porter and a smell of a pound. Well, maybe there's something you'll learn or you'll see. Won't you bring it back home, make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy, and a big yellow taxi carried me and me bags through the streets and the rain. Me poor heart was thumping around with excitement. I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. 'Twas in the Shore Parkway to the flatlands in Brooklyn, to me uncle's apartment on East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming a song, and I sang you're as free as a bird. Well, the short and the story, what I found out that day was that Benji was shot down in an uptown foray. And while I was flying me way to New York, Benji was lying in a cold city morgue. Well, I called up the old fella, gave him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes. And he wept as he said, go ahead with the plan, and never forget, be a proud Irishman. So I went up to Millie's aside Fordham Road, and I started to learn about lifting the load. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of me hometown so dear. I went home that December 'cause the old fella died. Had to borrow the money from Phil on the side. And all the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of me father. I sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth, and into my pocket put a handful of earth. I boarded a train and I caught me a plane, and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I set foot in Dublin. My kids know to use the correct knife and fork. For I'll never forget the green grass on the rivers as I keep law and order in the streets of New York.